Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Kotlin tutorial. In this one, we're actually going to be going over functions. So let's, actually we have one right here. We'll break this one down. So we have the fun keyword, which essentially means that this is a function. This is the name of the function, main. And then in here we have the function parameters. Whoops. Okay. In here we have the function parameters. So in this case, the parameter is called args, and it is an array of strings. And then this is the scope of the function. All right, so let's make our own. We'll write fun, and then we will, let's see, name our function display name. All right, no parameters, no nothing. We're just going to have it say print line Ian. And then in main function, see this main function, again, like we've talked about, is the entry point of our app or of our program. So anything that is written needs to somehow be referenced in this entry point. So right now, display name isn't being used. So in main, we can just say display name. And if we go ahead and run it, there we go. We're displaying the name. Now, let's add some parameters. So we can take out the name Ian and we can add in name. That's the name of our parameter. And we have to give it a type. And we're just going to have it be a string. So the name is a parameter and the type is string. And so we pass in parameters so that our function can do things with it. It's saying, hey, we don't know what the name is or anything about the name, but this is a logic. Inside here, this is a logic we're going to run with the name. So whatever you pass through here, make sure that it is a string and make sure that we can actually run this logic. So we're going to print out the name. Actually, it's a little bit more fun. We'll say your name is, and then we can add, there we go, the parameter. And in here we can just say Ian. So we're passing in the name Ian, and this is what we're going to do with it. We're going to print out the name. So let's go ahead and run it. We're building, and here we go. Your name is Ian. Okay. So what if we wanted the user to enter in their name? So we could do this. We could do val username equals read line, and then username. And then of course, read line doesn't guarantee that there's going to be something in there, so we're just going to force unwrap it. Okay, so let's run it again. All right, and in here, just say Ian. Your name is Ian. Oh, that's kind of gross. Oh, there we go. Okay, all right. So now, what if we wanted this function to actually give us back a variable? So we could actually say, so we can actually give this function a type. So this function will actually return a variable for us. So it would look something like this, like how we have this read line. It actually it's a function that actually returns something for us, and that return value is given in username. So we can make our own. So we can have this be, well, have this return a string. So it's giving us now an error saying, hey, it needs a return. It needs to actually return something. So we can say val new name equals name plus, actually, equals name plus Smith. Oh, excuse me. All right, there we go. Smith. So, and then we can have it return new name. All right. So then, user full name equals display name, and then we can print line and say the full name of the user is user full name. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this now. Okay. So Ian, full name of the user is Ian Smith in this case. All right. And so that's the basics of functions. So a function allows us to organize our code. It allows us to run logic based on it allows us to run logic on parameters that we are given. And then it also allows us to return a value. And it's incredibly helpful, especially when we start getting into app development. From here on, we're going to really start diving into more object-oriented principles as well, which are incredibly key for understanding how to develop Android apps. All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.